Hi, my name is Emily Coppola. I am a sophomore here at the University of Wisconsin-Eau Claire. I am an integrated strategic communications with a public relations emphasis as my major and a multimedia communications minor. I will be sharing with you all today a case study of the two companies of Halo Top and Ben & Jerry's. Overall, I will be sharing with you their social media platforms from Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and so on, and showing how they attract their target audience, what things they do good with each platform, as well as what things they may need to improve on. So I'll be showing the similarities between the two companies, as well as recommendations for their future posting, and wrapping it up with an overall conclusion. Let's begin. Now for the executive summary. So in this case study, I highlighted the similarities and differences among the brands of Halo Top and Ben & Jerry's ice cream, showcasing their big social media platforms like Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and breaking them down to what things they do to promote good brand loyalty and staying connected to some minor adjustments they can make to improve their media platforms. Lastly, tying together what the two brands can do for future recommendations and concluding their overall media usage. Starting off with Halo Top for their Facebook page. Here in the upper right, the Facebook icon connects you to their actual Facebook page, and they have 782,945 followers, as well as people who like their page is 780,168 followers, and then they had on their page 4 to 4 people recommend their brand out of 5, which is really good, so they reach a wide audience of people to promote their brand. So they post consistently and frequently, which is similar content to other platforms like their Instagram and Twitter, but yet they still do have their own unique content. And they also, one thing that I noticed is that they respond to customers very quickly, so they create that customer loyalty. So whenever they post out an image, someone asks, "Oh, do you have this in another flavor?" They quickly respond saying, "Oh, here's a link to a request form," or so on. As well as they've been highlighting their new ad campaign, hashtag ice cream for adults, and they've been really promoting it heavily on their Facebook page to really push it out there, since it is one of their first new starting up campaigns. And they do gifts, giveaways, and product posts. So it's, again, just like the other platforms, but they are very they reach a wide audience, and they are very direct to their customers and make sure that they build that loyalty. Next, we have Ben & Jerry's Facebook page. They have 8,835,956 followers, as well as people who like their page is also in 8 million. So they are reaching a wide audience, which is very good. But one thing about them is that they're not consistently posting, and it's very spread out. They tend to advertise Free Cone Day a lot on their feed, but that happens like once a year. But they do post pictures of products and recipes within those times, but it's not as consistent. But it is similar to other platforms, so things that they do post, like the recipe ideas, are also seen on other platforms. But the reposts that they do are blogs about them that links you to their Ben & Jerry's blog to get more coverage to that page, since they really do like to post on there. But one thing also that I noticed is that the response rate is quite slow, so again, which ties into the not consistently posting. They might not get to you as fast as you would like. Now we're heading over to Halo Top for their YouTube channel. Again, the upper right icon connects you to their YouTube page, so you can see the YouTube page for yourself. They have 5,896 subscribers, so it's quite small for starting out, but they are building their brand, so it could have potential to grow. And their posting schedule is very random. It's every few months, so it's not as consistent as other platforms may do it. And their content, again, they're posting out their new upcoming ad, Ice Cream for Adults. And they also are highlighting their different country releases, that now they have Halo Top in the UK, Ireland, and so that shows that they're growing their company, which is one of their goals that they really wanted to drive. And other content posted about them is through reviews and informationals that people may post about them. So it's like a Halo Top review done by a YouTuber or a blogger. So their YouTube has a lot of potential for growth. Ben & Jerry's YouTube page. They have 33,000 subscribers, so a little more than Halo Top, but then again, they are an older brand than Halo Top is. But their posting schedule is actually consistent. They post every few weeks, and they post things like recipe ideas, new product releases, and one thing that they are very invested into, which is the social issues. Other content posted are like reviews, informational stories on their brand, and a popular one is pint challenges. The 13 pint challenge of Ben & Jerry's is to finish 13 pints. It's crazy. But overall, they have quite a good YouTube setting. in a sense that they are posting more and they have a lot of content on this page, so they tie their YouTube pages to their other platforms, so it drives more traffic to them. But overall, they are doing really good on their YouTube. Now for Halo Top's Twitter page, they have 42,200 followers, 49,000 tweets, and which is a lot for their Twitter. And for posts, they post things like giveaways, gifts, products, recipes, retweets, and polls, which actually by posting polls, they spur a lot of engagement with their customers, so it's like that activity with their customers. And for their homepage image, it highlights their calorie count, which they really want to drive to their customers to show that you can enjoy ice cream without ruining your diet. As shown by the tweet to the right, it says, "Finally, ice cream for just 280 to 360 calories per pint that actually tastes great. Don't just take your word for it, dig in and see for yourself." So again, they really want to show that you can enjoy ice cream without ruining your diet. And the response rate is they actually respond quickly to followers, and which kind of creates that customer loyalty, as shown from the picture on the upper. Someone tweeted out, "I haven't found it yet to review." So they, like, Halo Top posted a picture, and they the customer's like, "Oh, I haven't found that flavor." So Halo Top responded by bringing their product for a request form. So they sent them a link to a request form so they could try out that product in their store. And for their content, again, it's a lot of the same content from other platforms, but it's still unique to Twitter by, again, Twitter having the polls, which other platforms may not have. And again, it reaches a wide audience. So overall, Halo Top is creating this engagement and customer relationships a lot through their Twitter page. Now for Ben & Jerry's Twitter. They have 41,800 tweets, followers, 337,000 followers, so they're doing pretty good with their following. And for posts, they again post things like giveaways, new products, retweets, social issues, which again is a big thing for their company that they really want to drive out, and gifts. And the response rate compared to Halo Top isn't as frequent. So as shown below for these two examples, two customers tweeted out, the one on the left is, "But there are no local shops near me. Can we get one shipped?" Ben & Jerry's did not respond to them at all, and that was from May 2nd, 2019, and it is now late May. And then the next one on the right, "What new dairy-free flavors will you be blessing us with?" And that was, again, from April 24th, and it is late May, and they still have not had a response rate. So they don't really respond quickly to their customers, which isn't the best for building those customer relations. But their content, they post very frequently. It's unique to the content site, and lots of information and stories linked to their blog. So they do like to post a lot of blog posts that are linked to their Ben & Jerry's blog, because it's things that are meaningful to their brand and what they want to share out to their customers. So it reaches a wide audience. So Ben & Jerry's, they do post a lot of things that their customers really like and love, and it's creating that like brand loyalty, but they aren't the best with their response rate. Pinterest. Halo Top has 13,000 followers, which is quite good for a Pinterest board. And they don't have a customer response since Pinterest is more based on pictures. And so, again, it doesn't really have a customer response. And their pictures could be linked to other blogs, social media sites. So that's how they get the following of customers. And they have 6 boards. So they repost user content, have recipes, inspiration boards. And a big thing is that they post brand influencers, which highlights the brand without the use of many ads, which is a way that they can grow their brand name without the use of traditional media, which is a really good, cool way that Halo Top has actually built their company. They don't really use traditional media, and they really focus in on the social media, which has been building their brand. So overall, by having the limited amount of boards, customers are able to see Halo Top and like things that are meaningful to their brand and that they want to highlight. So it's just very clean and easy to follow. So overall, their Pinterest board is growing quite well, and it's clean and easy to follow, which is a good way for customers to find brand influencers and go to the different blogs and really be able to connect with their Pinterest and their brand. Ben & Jerry's Pinterest. They have 10,000 followers, so not as much as Halo Top, which is actually surprising since Ben & Jerry's is an older brand. But the thing is, again, they don't have the customer response because it's more based on the pictures, and their pictures can be linked to their social medias, so that's how the customers can go to their Pinterest. They have 36 boards, so it shows content that they're invested in, but then again, it shows very random content that doesn't really relate to their brand. For example, they have a board that says, "That's what she said." It doesn't relate to the Ben & Jerry's brand at all. So their boards range from history, which shows the company's values and brand integrity through pictures, as well as flavors like new and retired. So they have a board of the flavor graveyard so customers can connect on old past flavors that they used to love and maybe like bring it up to Ben & Jerry's, oh, can you bring this flavor back? And as well as they post inspiration boards for their new flavors, recipe ideas, and random boards. So their Pinterest, it does hit what they want to post, but at the same time, it's very random, so it doesn't really relate to their company in some ways, but that's the way that they want to post it. But overall, their Pinterest could have some room for improvement on maybe cleaning it up so the customers can really focus in on what the company is trying to push out to their customers on what they want to show. For the long-awaited Instagram. Instagram is a big platform, and so Halo Top, they have 1,460 posts as well as 711,000 followers. So it's a pretty good reach for their following. They have 7 highlight icons, which shows them information and fan connections from fan love, flavor requests, creations, thoughts, store locator, the scoop, and so on. So they keep it simple, but a way for customers to find information that they may have posted before. They're able to go to the highlight icons and go back to previous information that they posted so they can be updated on maybe what they've missed. As well as for their content, they post similar to the other platforms, again, like Facebook or Twitter, but then they do have content unique to them. And they also show the Ice Cream for Adults ad, which is another platform that they've been driving this ad for. As well as they do gifts, products, and giveaways, which creates that connection and that customer engagement. And their posts are very colorful, so it's a good platform to reach the audience. So their target market is probably like around late teens to late 40s, so having this vibrant, happy post really attracts to maybe the younger audience and to the older audience as well. So they have a really good response rate. Example to the left, Halo Top posted a picture, and it shows in the comments how they respond back to their customers quite well. And they just keep that engagement going, so they keep their customers happy and informed. But overall, their Instagram is a really good platform to post the content, keep people interacted and engaged, and overall connected and in the know. Now for the Ben & Jerry's Instagram. They have 2,131 posts and 878,000 followers. So again, they have another big platform where they have a lot of following. For their content, they post things like giveaways, fan love, products, history, recipes, and social issues. So similar to their other social media platforms. And again, they're creating that brand engagement and interaction by doing the giveaways, so it creates customers like, oh, I want to be participating in this so I can get free Ben & Jerry's for a year or something like that. And the response rate is moderate. It's better on this platform, but again, they aren't the fastest with responding, so that's a common theme that has been throughout their platforms. But they do have an active posting schedule. It's a useful platform to reach a wide audience, so they do post a lot, which is good because compared to their Facebook, which doesn't post a lot, Instagram does post a lot. And again, they do have 4 highlight icons, so it shows things like values, recipes, flavors, and funds. So if a customer wants to find information that they've missed maybe on their Instagram, they can go to those different icons and catch up on things that they haven't seen. But overall, Ben & Jerry's is a really good platform that is quite active with their posting, and they do have a better response rate, and their content is more updated. Next platform we have is LinkedIn. So for Halo Top, they have 20,497 followers, and they are number 2 for the top companies on LinkedIn. So they've been successful in growing their brand in the US as well as other countries, which is a big driving goal that they really wanted to push out. So they wanted to be able to become successful enough to push their product out to other countries, and they have. But one thing about their LinkedIn is that they have very little content. They only have 2 posts from 8 months ago, and those posts, although are very informative and they share their company like morals and what they want to achieve, they don't have much content to share out to the public, which is not the best when they are an upcoming company, because this is a platform that's able to connect out to future business partners or employers that want to work for you. But again, they have a lot of room for growth. They're an upcoming company with flexibility, open ideas, and a growing team around the US and world. So their LinkedIn is just starting out and has a lot of potential. Next, for Ben & Jerry's, their LinkedIn page has 19,839 followers, which is less than Halo Top. But their page gives information about the company, opening jobs, people who work there, kind of like the Halo Top. But they post a few times a month, so they have a better posting rate and they have a lot more content. But their posts are information based, so it's about the social issues that they care about and that they are in. The product news for new upcoming flavors, new product ideas, as well as their company and what they've been up to. So their LinkedIn is a really good way to connect. It's a good way for them to build business partners, future employers, and it's very information based and straight to the point. So that's a good way for people to connect with them. Now that we've gone over the social media platforms for Halo Top and Ben & Jerry's, we can come and connect and see the similarities between the two companies. One thing that I've noticed between two companies is that they have very vibrant content and they're positive. They post a lot of recipe ideas, so it gives the customers ideas of things that they can do with their product. They're good to company consumer connections, so they want to stay engaged and create a happy environment with their customers, as well as they keep all social media platforms posted on and updated. Although Ben & Jerry's may not be as consistent with posting like Halo Top is, they still keep it updated. And they share posts from customers and engage in giveaways to give back to the customers, which again builds that customer engagement, that brand loyalty, and the liking of the brand, as well as they highlight their company values in their posts. They stay true to their brand. They want to keep to their company values, as well as, again, they post positive messaging on every platform. So those are some similarities that were seen between Halo Top and Ben & Jerry's. Now that we've gone over the similarities between these two brands, we can go over the differences between them. Starting off with Ben & Jerry's. They are more content based on social issues that the company highlights. So they have a driving force of their social issues, and they really push it out to their customers because that's what they are very passionate about, and that's what they really drive within their company, is that staying engaged in the social issues. As well as an example, they made an ice cream pint related to a social issue that was popular within their company. And besides that, they have consumer-based posts, and they repost and share consumers' content more on all platforms, not just on Pinterest like Halo Top does. So they really create that community sense of a feeling, because it's just, they want to stay true blue, like very community friendly. And now for Halo Top, they have a better customer response rate, as shown in many examples previously. So they are quick to responses to customers' questions on platforms, so they want their customers to stay informed, engaged, and in the know. And they are more consistent on their posting schedules. So on every single platform that we went through, they posted a lot more frequently. So on their Facebook page is a lot more updated than Ben & Jerry's was. And their LinkedIn, the only page that wasn't as updated was their LinkedIn page. But on all the other platforms, they were a lot more consistent with their posting schedules. And another thing that they do is they highlight the calorie count to their products, because that is a big driving force that they want to share out to their customers, is that, again, you can enjoy ice cream without ruining your diet for just as little as 240 to 360 calories. Unlike Ben & Jerry's, which has a really high calorie count, because they don't have, it's not a diet ice cream per se. So Ben & Jerry's doesn't post about their calorie count due to that reason, because it's natural, it's like real like ice cream, so it has like all the heavy creams, milks, sugars, and then Halo Tops is the lighter, more healthy version. So that's why they want to drive out the calorie count, because they really want to push that it is a healthier version of a treat that you can enjoy. Now for the overall media usage between the two brands of Halo Top and Ben & Jerry's. Halo Top ice cream had the best media usage because they kept consistent schedules, had a fast response rate to customers, post content with questions that kept the users engaged, so it created that interactivity with the consumers. So as shown as the bottom right, the Halo Top Instagram page, they showed a giveaway, which created that consumer engagement. The Halo Top Twitter page on the left, upper left, they they started a thread of saying, having a bad day, let's post a picture of your dog, to kind of create that, again, engagement. And then the bottom left, the Facebook page, it shows them responding quickly to their customers' questions, or just creating a conversation with them, just to create that engagement and that loyalty. So their overall media usage, due to those reasons, was the best, because they are very consistent, updated, and quick to responding. Now that we've gone over social media platforms, some similarities and differences between the companies, we can now head over to the recommendations. So for Halo Top, one thing that they should work on is posting more on their LinkedIn to reach out to potential employers and business partners. So by posting more, they're able to connect out to their business side. This is their business social media. So this is a really good way for them to reach out to those potential employers and business partners to create and build their brand. And as well as for their YouTube, they should link their YouTube to other platforms to bring more traffic and followers to that platform. Although they are posting their new advertisement, Ice Cream for Adults, as well as previous advertisements and just random ads, they should, by linking their YouTube, they can, bring more followers and traffic to this platform to build this platform as well. And lastly, they need to, although their calorie count is a big part of their brand and showing people, oh, this is healthy ice cream, you can enjoy it, they need to be conscious of how much the calorie content is posted on products, since it may lead to unhealthy habits, as stated in an article posted here, that if a consumer sees the amount of calories, they may over-consume it, which may lead to unhealthy eating habits and problems down the road. So although it is a big part of their company, they need to just be a little conscious of the side effects of having such little calories in this pint. Now, for Ben & Jerry's, they really need to work on their customer response rate in all their platforms. So by doing that, it will build more customer loyalty, and they'll be able to, create more of a relationship with their customers as well. And as well as their Pinterest board. It is very clustered, so they should clean it up a little bit and have the Pinterest boards be more organized and structured to what the company wants to sell and highlight, and not have extremely random boards like That's What She Said, because I don't, personally, me as a customer, I wouldn't understand how that relates to the brand. So by cleaning it up a little more and just making it more concrete to what their company is trying to sell would be a better way for their company to, clean up their brand and have better engagement. And then for their platforms, they just need to post more consistently on their platforms, especially on their Facebook, because Facebook has a lot of following, and that's a really good way to reach out to customers. So by posting more, you get better following and better response rates. So overall, those are my future recommendations for these two companies. To conclude all we've learned today through Ben & Jerry's and Halo Top's social medias, their pros, their cons, which one posted better, we can now conclude about these two companies. So both companies, they're very effective on sharing content and getting good feedback from their customers. Although that one site, aka Ben & Jerry's, may not be as consistent as posting as Halo Top, they are still getting that good content out and getting good feedback from their customers who already have loved them. And both companies reach wide audiences and create good customer loyalty through the promotion and connection between the brand and consumer. So by posting giveaways, creating polls, it creates that loyalty and that connection with the customers. And these are two very big companies. They have a lot of recognition and are growing daily. So Halo Top, it's a fast growing brand, catching the eyes of many. It is ranked number 2 on LinkedIn, and it's growing to different countries. So by starting off from nothing to growing into a huge company that's independent. So it started off in a kitchen and is now worldwide. And Ben & Jerry's is a known and loved brand that's adapting to be more ethical with its ingredients, because it is under Unilever, but it wants to stay true to its company's values by creating, having all their ingredients be ethical and sustainable and fair trade, so they're able to benefit people around the world and just really stay true to their company values. So all in all, they both promote positive messages through their social media platforms, and their social media platforms are very beneficial to creating that customer connection and reaching out to their following overall. So overall, these companies are very good at what they are doing. Thank you.